talking about the Crescent Kick, Theory Thursday, right? And the reasons why I throw it when I do, why I like to throw it instead of, per se, roundhouse, hook kick, front kicks, and kind of break it down even more than we've had over the last couple days. So you guys kind of get a little bit of a better understanding without me actually being there, grabbing your foot and showing you how to throw this kick. I kind of like Thursdays. I mean, it is kind of a slower pace, but I like being able to tell you guys what these techniques mean to me, because I feel like a lot of schools just show you how to do it, and they just kind of leave it up to you to figure out why you do it. And even most people don't really think about why they even throw a certain technique in a certain situation. They just kind of do it, and they can't explain why. So this is kind of my attempt to try to fill that, and to kind of fill in that why would you do something like that. So if you have any questions, if something that I say sounds like gibberish, if it doesn't make sense, let me know in chat. I'm kind of monitoring. I don't know why my music isn't going, but we may just have to do it without it today, which is, you know, what can you do? So first off, though, we got to get through our warm-ups, and then we'll break down the Crescent Kick again, and then we'll get into it. So, yeah, I don't know. All right, let me try one more thing before we do this. It was just playing back. Let's try another song. How about this one? He wants me to restart my whole computer. Fine, I'll restart. Why not? Oh wait, no, can't do that. I think my wife is doing stuff. Yeah, can't do that. So maybe one more moment. What? No. Nope, I don't want to do that one. Let's try. Yay, okay. That's cool. Go to YouTube, finally. Play me my stuff. Aha, we're getting there. I don't know where my songs go. Why are you doing this? Alright, that's cool. We'll just not do music today. So, we'll do a minute of jumping jacks. Let's get into this. And then we'll talk. And then we'll chill. And then we'll stretch. Then we'll probably talk some more. And then all the goodness comes with it. So, 1 minute. Feet together, hands to your sides, and go. It sounds weird without the music though. I don't know why. I don't know why it's giving me troubles. I'll probably mess with it here again. But in any case, how are you guys? What's happening out there? are oddly getting used to being quarantined. Finally, I think. Going out and only need to. Getting supplies. Making quick runs. Did take a little drive today though. That was our getting out of the house. It is warm. Got lots of housework to do. Because, you know, we have a 4-year-old and he likes to destroy it. And time. Feet shoulder width apart. Down and stretch. While we're doing this, I'm going to be working on this. Oh, there it goes. Ah! We're in business. Come up, other leg. Come up to the middle. Come up, feet together, and down. Come up, spread your legs, have a seat, keep going. Ooh. Down the side. Up, other way. Come up, go in the middle. Hi everybody. Brooke, Brad, Colby, Aaron, Rhea, what's up? Come up, in the middle, down. Heels off the ground. Down and stretch. Welcome, Miss Belindo. Heels off the ground. Down and stretch. One more time. Come up, butterfly. And push them down. Loosen them up. And down. Ooh. All right, I feel like kind of getting right into this, don't we? Let's go. So, We got 6 rounds to warm up. Ooh, I think I'm gonna need them too. So, where's my round timer? 6 rounds, 1 minute. We got 15 seconds to take a break in between. First round. Jab, cross. Take your back leg, stretch. Ready? 3, 2, 1, and let's go. Jab, cross, kick. Jab, cross, leg up. Breathe. We're just stretching, we're just warming up. 30 seconds. You got 20. Three, 2, 1, and relax. Switch sides. Who else showed up? Chris, what up, man? Same thing. Jab, cross, straight leg, and go. Just breathe, relax. Let that leg go straight up and straight down. Don't bend it. We're trying to get the stretch behind your leg. Just go a little higher each time. 30 seconds. It's weird. My hip like clicks. It's not even popping anymore. It's just a click. That can't be good, right? You got 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Next round. Change sides. Jab, cross, first 30 seconds. Just knee in, knee up, big circle out. Jab, cross, last 30 seconds. Jab, cross, legs all the way out. Here we go. Ready? Go. Seconds till we switch. Big circle in, big circle out. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Legs straight out. Big circles. Open that hip all the way around. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Face side, excuse me. First 30 seconds, jab, cross, other knee this time. Jab, cross, last 30 seconds, pull through the whole leg out. There we go. 3, 2, 1, jab, cross, knee up and out. Throw that knee up as high as you can go and just roll it all the way out. Ooh, that was a weird click. Oh, you're better. All right. Oh, no, just went back. All right. Ooh. I need a mosquito repellent in here. It's coming out. Legs out. Let's go. Yeah. Everywhere in here. 3, 2, 1, and relax. Let's see if I have a mosquito thing here. Oh, I have the lighter though. No, I do not. I have to go find a lighter here in a second. Alright, next round, first 30 seconds, big side. Jab across, big circle in, big circle out. Won't switch sides halfway through. You're already in your round. Let's go. Jab cross, in, out. Change sides. In, out. Got 15 seconds. Keep that leg straight, get it high as you can. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. And break. Last round, just follow me and do what I do. Let's find that lighter. I don't know what it went right here. Probably my camping gear. Alright. Here we go. Feet shoulders apart, just relax, back straight. Roll your necks. Go. Other way. Shoulders. Front and back. Hands on your hips, roll them out. Other way. Feet together, knees down, roll them. Big circles. Other way. Forward and back. And relax. Get a drink if you need it. We'll get going. So, the crescent kick. Here's what we'll do. We'll break it down one more time on how to throw the kick with both legs. So, the crescent kick is basically a half circle kick, hence crescent. So, you're basically drawing like a half moon with your foot. Okay, so I like to throw mine with my front leg. It's just the easiest way to get into a target. So the first thing you always have to do with every kick is what? Chamber. Boom. So you chamber it just like you're going to throw a front kick. Okay? Knee is over your heels, toes are pulled back. Okay? Your whole foot's exposed. Okay? Hands up, of course. Knee up. 2, you're going to throw a front kick, but you're going to miss. You're going to throw it kind of at an angle. Here. And then you're going to draw a circle with your knee and bring it back and re-chamber before you put it down. So, foot is up. Kick goes in a circle, comes back down. So if I get on Bob, aha! Good old Bob. If I'm aiming for Bob, here, foot's up in front of him, circle, and then put it back down. Okay? I'm aiming for the jaw, I'm aiming for the nose, basically aiming for his face, if I actually want to try and put some oomph behind it. Okay? That's the softest target for this crescent kick. Okay? So, it can go both ways. So, you have inside to outside crescent. I'm going inside my body to outside my body. Or I can go outside to inside crescent kick. Here, from outside my body to inside my body. So, the same thing can be done with the back leg as well. I can go from outside to inside. Here, outside to inside, or inside to outside. And I'm aiming with the blade of my foot right here. Okay, right in the out step. I'm not trying to hit with the heel, with the top of my toes. I'm actually trying to hit kind of like right where the knuckle, right under the knuckle of your pinky toe. Okay? And I'm trying to hit with the side of my foot. Here. The extra oomph comes from the pivot of your hips. So if I'm trying to actually put power in this kick, my leg goes up, and I'm trying to scrape across his face with turning and pivoting on that back foot and snapping my hips. Here. Okay? There's a lot of variations of this crescent kick because it's a very, very versatile kick. Some like to throw almost like an inverted roundhouse where their foot turn inside and they're going at an angle sideways where you're almost like you're chopping here. It's a really sneaky point sparring trick. It's a great nut shot because you can, if you end up having to use it in the street and for some reason you pick this kick, you can use the point of your toes to go straight for the groin. And it's a sneaky kick because you really don't think that you can really get any target or with much power as just that little inverted roundhouse. But you can because it's all in the snap of that hip. But with it evolved, you go from crescent kick to really you turn it into a hook kick, then you turn it into an axe kick. Everything kind of flows within that first chamber here. We haven't done axe kicks. That might be the technique next week. Those are fun. They're flashy. You do need a little bit of flexibility though. That's why I'm kind of worried about doing those. But they're fun. But in any case, the crescent kick, for me, I actually use it more not to strike, but to distract. I like to throw it in people's faces, and I like to be able to throw it in their hands to give them something to block. Because if they're blocking my kick, that means they have to expose themselves to another attack. So if I try to reach out to block this crescent kick, everything else kind of opens up. Even if I just turn my hands or I turn my guard and think that I'm covering up, I'm still not. You can never really cover up everything. Which is the beauty of this kick, because you're making people do it without realizing it. You're making them think that they can block everything without actually being able to block it. So, this kick I throw a lot. And I throw it from varying distances too. Almost kind of like a jab. You know, I think we talked about it before, and if not, maybe that might be the next technique. It's just straight boxing next week. But my jab is never really meant to hurt anybody, right? If I throw a jab, I just want to know where you are. Even if I hit you in the arms or I hit you in the hands, just to get things up by your face. That's all I want, is to get your hands up and to figure out how far you are. If I throw a jab and I'm too far away, it's not because I'm just wasting time and I'm trying to toy with you. Well, I might be trying to toy with you, but the main purpose is just to see how far I am. Now I know that I have to take roughly 1 step to get into kicking range, 2 steps if I want to punch. So 1 step, now I know where I'm kicking. 2 step, now I know where I'm punching. Okay? So it's a ruler for me, it's a gauge. So now I know where this guy is from me at all times. So like you'll see a lot of times, especially like point sparring, but if I'm sparring, I'll do this a lot. So I'll be here, and then I'll be here. Just so I know, it's almost like a helicopter roll. That's how I know where things are around me. If I know that something else is behind me, I'll figure it out. If it's a small child that we're sparring on the same mat, a wall, something. If I do this, now I know that something's behind me. I know how far back I can go. If I hit nothing, then I'm clear. But now I also know where you're at. Okay? The same thing can go with my crescent kick. I could be this far away and just kind of throw it out. It doesn't even have to look nice. It just has, it could be just lazy. Here. But now I know how far you are from my leg. Okay? Now I know that I'm going to have to skip in at least 1.5 feet to be able to get to what I intend to hit. So that crescent kick's kind of the same thing. I can throw it here, I'll be here, I'll throw this foot up, and it's just a small little circle. Just a small little circle. Okay? But anytime the foot comes up, good majority of the time, unless you're really far away, you want to throw a chamber. If you're close enough to where you think you can dash, or basically lunge to hit somebody, throw it up this way. Throw it up here. Keep it chambered in case they actually do come in. That way, they try to come in while your foot is up, you can fire. What I like best about the crescent kick is the fact that you can hide any other kick within that fold and you still have a kick. Okay? Whether you are pushing it off to the side or chambering it straight up, you can throw a lot of kicks. You can almost throw every kick just from that first chamber here. Chamber from the front kick. If I don't like where this guy is at, and I start throwing crescent kicks just to kind of get him away from me. I try to throw it by his eyes. Right? If I can get to his head, I'll throw it up there. Just so I can say, hey, I can touch you. And I'm just using my toes. Here. Kind of curling my toes down. Just to get a little bit extra reach. If I don't like it, then I'll start using the outside of my foot. Or the inside of my foot if I'm trying to throw the inside crescent. Again, I'm using the knuckle right on the inside of my foot here. So, a lot of times I just throw it just so people can kind of back up a bit. Like, okay, I could have hit you in the face, but I didn't, because that was my choice. Back up. If they don't appreciate it, then you can turn it into something else. Then you can turn it into like a diagonal hook kick where you're trying to catch the jaw. Then you can turn it into the roundhouse, the switch roundhouse. When I was training out in San Diego, Chris, what was his name? He was a UFC fighter. I did his kickboxing class, and I'm really sad that I can't remember his last name right now. But he loved this little switch kick. And he would have us drill, bring our knee up, and then whipping that hip. And then he figured out that I could teach it better. So we were doing this drill where we would go up, we would go up, we would go up, and then around. We'd go up, we'd go up, we go up, and crescent. We go up, we go up, we go up, and we turn into a hook. But that was our drill, because everything came from the same chamber. And that's what's beautiful about that crescent kick, and why you probably, if you don't throw it a lot, you probably should. Because you can hide your feet so well by just throwing that same chamber a lot. Getting them used to just seeing your knee up. and getting them scared and respecting that front leg anytime it comes up. And you can do the same thing with the back hip. I like to throw it here. I'll just do this. Make sure my knee is sideways here. But it'll just come up here. That way, once I start throwing kicks, they're used to seeing this, and they let their guard down just a bit. So they're just that much slower. Because that's all you need to be able to sneak a couple kicks in. So it's the same motion. Legs out this way here. Knees up here, legs out here. Get them to get used to seeing this knee height. And then once they get used to it, turn into it. And it's the same thing with Crescent Kick. I can throw it here, here. Okay? I can throw it, yep, out. If their hands are up here, I can change it to go around the guard. Boom. Or I can use it to break the guard down. Yep, and then push the feet out of the way, or push the hands out of the way to be able to follow up whatever I need to. Which actually brings me to my last real point of the Crescent Kick, is that it is a great technique to use to create your own openings. We use that term a lot, especially in like traditional martial arts, of finding your opening. Okay? If his hands are low, what's open? His head. If his hands are high, what's open? His gut, his ribs, kidneys, groin. Okay? If his hands are both, what's open? Side of the face. Small opening, right in the middle of the gut, right under the elbows. Your target's trying to get smaller and smaller the more advanced you get. But you get to the point to where, okay, now I've actually met an opponent that's just as fast as me, maybe even faster than me. How do we slow him down? If he's blocking my techniques because he's faster than me, what do I do to create those openings? Do I just keep throwing and letting him block? Do I open myself up to counter strikes? Or can I use my kicks to create those openings? Okay? I can use my kicks to push his arms out of the way, to get him away from his face, or to open up his middle to where if I'm coming in with the outside, inside, or inside-outside Crescent Kick and pushing his arms out, I can follow it with the gut shot, or I can follow it with the elbow strike. And the only thing they're really focused on is their hand getting in the way, coming back to them, because they basically lost control of their appendage. And your brain is going to first think of how to get that appendage back to your body and back to guard before you think about counterattack. If you don't give them the opportunity to strike you back. So you can't just throw your kick and then drop your hands. You have to keep your arm up, you have to keep your elbows in, so where as they're coming down, there's nothing that they see that they can hit. And then you can strike. So that is basically my Crescent Kick in a nutshell. I wish I had a dummy with arms so you can kind of see a little bit better, but I've been trying to paint that picture this whole week. So if you don't understand it, let me know, and I'll try to break it down for you even more. The places that I aim with a Crescent Kick. Personally, I aim for the arm. I aim for the hand, or I aim for right above the shoulder. Okay? Like I said, I usually don't throw it to hit. I throw it to intimidate. I throw it to distract. And I do so because I want people to respect that kick. I want people to respect the fact that I could kick them if I really wanted to. But I don't want to hurt my sparring partners because I like my sparring partners. I want them to keep coming back. So that's what I like to do is I just put my foot up. Put my foot up and just hold it. Or put my foot up and just hold it on the shoulder. If I want them to know that I can strike. Or I take the arms out of the way here and I not just circle and push down, okay? Because you remember, you still have to rechamber in case you need to come back. So if I push their arms down, I rechamber to come back. Okay? So it's not just all your weight and it drops. Your knee goes up and it pushes down this way. If you need your body weight to push a little bit farther, you can lean down on it. But make sure your hands are up first and your knee rechambers so you can use it again. But I'll aim on a person, I'll aim right above the elbow, here, to try to drag the arm. I don't want to go far, I just need it out of the way. So I get right on the elbow, because it's a really good pocket. Okay? Some of the other spots you can kind of glance off. A lot of times, you'll glance off or you'll drag down. But if you aim for the pocket, your foot will catch it. And so then it's just their upper body trying to hold your whole body. Basically 2/3 your body. Because 1/3 your leg, 1/3 your leg, 2/3 torso. Yeah, 1/3, 1/3, 1/3. Right? So it's 2/3 of your body. One leg and your torso is leaning on that arm. So it's your body weight against their arm and drags the shoulder down. That's all you need to open up that opening. That's it. So I like to hit there. I like to hit right at the hand because the hand kind of switches. It's kind of, most people don't keep everything rigid and tight when they spar. If they do, they're going to wear themselves out a lot. Okay? So a lot of people will just kind of keep their arm loose. So if I'm quick enough, I can tag that arm and just kind of bounce it out of the way. So as I come in and it goes over, it gives me just a few seconds to be able to counter. Or be able to throw another second or third attack. Right? But I'll aim for the hand either way. And like I said, the third spot I go for is right on the cheek. Right on the cheek or right in the bridge of the nose. Bridge of the nose sucks. If you tag just the nose and you kind of turn it, it makes your eyes water really bad. That's not a fun one to get hit with by. And most of the time I'll land it on the cheek. Either the cheek or right at the jaw. But really I'm aiming for the nose. But those are times where you just really just want to smack somebody. Point sparring, obviously, it's a good advanced level technique to be able to throw that crescent kick and kind of keep them off guard, especially if they're on your open side and you're in open stance and they refuse to change and your better side is the one that's out. You can throw that crescent kick right into that face. And what's fun is if you're flexible enough, you can grab the arm first, push it down, and then throw while you still have the arm. You can do it with both hands. If you do it on closed sides, obviously you're going over the shoulder. So you grab the arm, you push down into them, and then you throw the crescent kick really close to them here. And you're catching right behind the ear. That's another real fun one that I like to do, where you actually grab the arm and then you start to throw the kicks. In tournaments, for point spars, you can grab for 1 second. So I can grab him for 1 second. I can't throw him with it. I can't trip him with it. But I can grab and counter as long as it's within 1 second. Okay? And it freaks a lot of people out because a lot of us don't do it. Master Hector does it all the time, I feel like, when I spar him. He'll sit there and he'll just push my arm against my body. And the only thing I'm freaking out about is him pushing against my body. He's not hitting me. He's not, but he'll just grab the arm and then push. And then he'll come up and he'll counter with a kick or a punch. And it's really, really dirty. That's why I like it. But that's another option you have with the crescent kick, is the fact that You can throw that kick when you're so much closer to your opponent, as long as you have the flexibility, than most other kicks. You know, front kick, if I'm this close, I'm jamming my front kick. My roundhouse is going to miss. My side kick, maybe if I go straight up, I can fire it while I'm that close. But my front leg, my crescent kick, it'll land every time square. And I'm this close. I'm almost shoulder to shoulder with the guy. And I can throw it because I have the flexibility to get it up, get it away from my body, and come in. The crescent kick can lead into a lot of other things. It can lead to a lot of spin kicks. There's a lot of flashy, like traditional kicks, like the tornado kicks, 540 kicks, all started with a crescent kick to kind of get the wind up. Because if you don't fight the flow of your body, you can generate a lot of momentum just by throwing. Get these out of the way. Just by throwing that crescent kick, you can get a lot of momentum here. As long as you don't fight your hips. For me, I found out that I actually like throwing the roundhouse a little bit more to lead up to those spin kicks and those tornado kicks, because the roundhouse just gives me a little bit more snap, because I can learn to snap my hips, and it gives me a little bit of an extra oomph. But again, if you're close to your target, that roundhouse is going to hit something. You don't want it to hit, so you throw that crescent kick here just to get your distance. And you're just trying to figure out how far they are with that first crescent kick. I know where you are, now I can get you. So, yeah, that's it. That's my crescent kick spiel. I love them, I really do. It's a really fun kick to throw. And you honestly, I keep saying that you have the flexibility, you don't have to be that flexible. You gotta be flexible, I guess more flexible than an average person. But I mean, if you can spread your legs farther than your shoulders here, that's about as far as you need. Anything closer or anything farther is really just kind of icing on the cake. And for some reason, I feel like when I spar, my hips finally loosen up to let me do what I need to do. If I'm just kind of just stretching, you've kind of seen me the past couple of weeks, everything's still tight in the morning, or tight at the beginning of the workout. So when you kind of loosen up and finally get, kind of feel like I finally break free of all the rust in my hips, then the flexibility comes. And there's ways to be able to help and get that done. Doing the exercises that we have been doing in the beginning, those help. Do them first thing in the morning, whatever. The biggest stretch really is just putting your feet out and just putting your elbows on the ground here, or your hands on the ground, and just letting your feet slide. And just try not to stop yourself. And you just go. My favorite one though is going against a wall. When you're butt against the wall, here, and then just letting gravity do its work. You just kind of sit here for 10-15 minutes or so. I used to watch TV like this and just let them go, and then commercials I would get up, get the blood flowing back to my hips and not my head. But I can kind of do this on the back of the couch. It looked weird, it did, but if you're in martial arts, you're already weird. So there's nothing saving you from that. But yeah, that's it. I don't know if I still have anybody here watching, but if you have any questions, let me know. If not, I'll end this a little early, and we can just chill out tomorrow. Be Freaky Friday. We'll end it with one nasty cardio session, and we will get into really throw this crescent kick with our cardio, but more focusing on lunges, squats, burpees, a couple kicks, just because we've been doing kicks, and a lot of just shadow boxing. So, anything? Nobody? Cool. All right, man. You guys have fun. Y'all stay safe out there. I know here in Texas, our governor is talking about being the first state to open up. I'm not going to say if I think that's a good idea or bad. I can't wait. I just wish that we could do it safely. And whether or not opening soon or not is safe, who knows? But here's my thing. If we do open up and you don't think it's safe, don't go out. I'm not. I know me and my wife talked about it. We're going to wait a bit to see how it goes. So we may still be home confinement for a little bit longer if they start opening up. But I'm excited that there's a light at the end of the tunnel, hopefully. But in any case, in any way that you feel about it, all you have to do is be smart, stay safe, stay healthy, stay fit. And guys, I'll see you tomorrow. Is there anything else I got to say? I don't think so. All right. Guys, peace. Class dismissed.